Chinese Grand Prix on the coverage, practice, qualifying and race around BBC Radio 5 Live Sports Extra and on the internet. Live text message, leaderboard and imagery on BBC Sport website and program.
Dates, 13 to 15 April. Circuit, Shanghai International Circuit.
It is 2 wins out of 2 for Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel at the start of the 2018 Formula One season.
But there is no need for world champion Lewis Hamilton or Mercedes fans to be distraught as the F1 campaign heads off next to China, a track where the Briton has had great success.
Hamilton has won 5 times in China, while Vettel's only victory there was way back in 2009 when he was racing for Red Bull.
When the Shanghai International Circuit was completed in 2004, before its first race later that year, it was the most expensive Formula One circuit facility, costing $240 million. However, Abu Dhabi then became the most expensive at $6 billion when it opened 5 years later. The Shanghai track is 5.451 kilometers long and features one of the trickiest corner combinations on the F1 calendar.
It is a track where Mercedes have been dominant in recent times, winning 5 of the past 6 races, including the last 4. Hamilton won there last season, his 5th success in Shanghai, 3 of his wins coming for Mercedes and the other 2 when he was at McLaren. Fernando Alonso has won there twice, in 2005 and 2013, and both current Ferrari drivers have been on the top step in China, Kimi Räikkönen in 2007 and Vettel 2 years later while a Red Bull driver.
In the second race of last season, Lewis Hamilton led from the front to win with Sebastian Vettel second and Max Verstappen moving up from 16th on the grid to finish third, holding off a challenge from his Red Bull teammate Daniel Ricciardo.
Hamilton's teammate Valtteri Bottas had a chastening day, spinning behind the safety car in the early stages and dropping back to 12th, from which he recovered to finish 6th, with Kimi Räikkönen in 5th spot.
Fernando Alonso, who drove a strong opening lap to have the uncompetitive McLaren Honda up into 8th place, ran 7th for much of the race and was on course to finish there when his drive shaft failed shortly after half-distance.
Antonio Giovinazzi, who had also crashed on the Saturday, made it 2 crashes in 2 days after losing control of his Sauber on the start-finish straight and going into the wall.
The direct translation of Shanghai is above/upon the sea, which alludes to the city's location along the Yangtze River Delta near the South China Sea.
Shanghai is one of the world's largest cities with a population of about 25 million people. It also contains the world's busiest container port.
Shanghai is one of the biggest financial centers in the world, but that was not always the case. Before the 1842 Treaty of Nanking, the city was a fishing and textiles town.
A wet race? Well, maybe, as it rains 1/3 of the year, with an average of 12 out of 30 rainy days each April. There was a wet start to last year's race.
BBC Sport has live coverage of all the season's races on BBC Radio 5 Live, BBC Radio 5 Live Sports Extra, plus live online commentary on the BBC Sport website and mobile app, including audience interaction, expert analysis, debate, voting, features, interviews and video content.
All times BST and are subject to change at short notice.